We're not encouraging you guys.
I'm not encouraging you not to say it. Please. I'm not encouraging you not to say it. I'm only saying from my perspective, I see no use because money is being made every single day. So if you're going to be saving this, oh, that okay, one day I'm going to use. I don't just buy the idea. That's just it from my perspective. Hi everybody, my name is Macaulay Emmanuel, a 200 level project management student of Bells University of Technology, and welcome to the Everything Arena.
Okay, today we're going to be asking about his struggles and challenges as an entrepreneur in Bells University. How has the system been treating him, and what are the things that he has learned on the journey? So I'm going to ask him a few questions where he gets to pick random numbers, and then from that he picks a question. So yes, pick a question from 1 to 30.
7.
What has been the biggest struggle you faced as a student entrepreneur?
Well, it's not really been easy financially. I mean, I've worked for like 2 companies, so it wasn't really easy gathering the funds and everything, to start off the whole project. But then, well, I'm just going to say it was actually very tough one for me. Raising money, raising funds, and saving, planning, all of that was actually very tough for me. But basically, it's just finances for me. I don't know about other student entrepreneurs, but personally, from my perspective, I feel like it's just the financing of a project. That's just it.
Obviously, I think that's something almost every entrepreneur will face is gathering the funding to be able to put that vision in place. Because it's one thing to have an idea to do something and then to actually get the money to do it.
Idea.
Exactly.
That's the reason why a lot of startups crash because at some point or the other they lack funding and they lack a lot of financial help. There are actually grants. I could have gone for grants, but while in this side of the world, Ogun State, so it's not really easy traveling to Lagos, traveling back, traveling to other states to like go for these grant competitions. So I didn't have that's another money on its own, traveling there to get those to participate in those competitions, and it's not like it's guaranteed I'm going to get it. It's just on a probability. So yeah, that funding, instead of wasting that funding, I just decided to like save up and gather my money and do what I had to.
So if I'm clear, the funding that you needed to start up Stylecart was gotten from your savings.
Yes, was gotten from my savings, both from work and my savings.
Savings. Okay, so as an economic student here, so we learned that savings is equals to investment, that kind of a thing. But then, for someone who's an avid saver, what what's your structure like? How did you get enough money? No, that's not the word. How what's your financial structure like to save up enough money to start your own business?
Do you mean like what do I do or
Okay, let me clear a bit. You said you work.
yes, I do.
Okay. Let's say for example your income is about 200k example.
Yeah.
And then my question is obviously from that salary that you got, that sort of income, you obviously had expenses and all of that. What was your structure like? What was that mindset you had that said, okay, I have to save up this amount? What was the percentage of your income you had to keep aside from your income, like to be able to save up this much? How many years has it been? Let's even start from there.
Well, not much. I'm not going to say everything. I'm not saying all of the funding was from savings.
Oh, okay.
What I'm
That's
saying
a
is
bit
that
more clear.
I took some of the funding from my savings, in the sense that, well, the way things are, especially in school here, you actually have to like spend a lot of money to survive. So if I work, maybe if I get a good pay, I could just save up like maybe 5-10% of whatever I got. I might still touch it. I'm not going to lie. I might still touch it because I had a lot of miscellaneous and a lot of other things that I was doing, but like maybe 5-10% was just going into savings, like just you understand. But I was okay. I'm going to say something from my personal perspective. I do not really support saving. The reason why I did it was because I felt like okay, at some point or the other, I was going to need this for now.
Okay,
Because
exactly.
we need to understand that the bank prints out notes, they print out money, and they can just deflate your currency at any time. So, so me saving money is not really a good idea. Do you understand? So I just saved to like just have some little backing and some little funding to add in case of miscellaneous. But as I was working, I was spending the money, working, spending the money, working, spending the money. Like when I planned Starcard, I don't know, I just planned it, and then as I was working, whatever I get, I split it. fully sum into saving, do my normal spending for other expenditures that I have, and that's how it just kept going. But personally, I'm not going to say
You're
I
not a
saved
big
a
fan of
lot. I'm not a
saving.
big fan of saving. Exactly.
Okay, so which this question will bring me to my next question. What were the major sources of funding that you had for style cards?
Okay, so from I had funding from myself. I funded stock out from the scratch, and then I got some backing from my parents. They were supportive, so they always wanted to like support like little startups and that kind of thing. So I got some funding from my parents too. But personally, I started stock out from the scratch with my funding. I've not gotten funding from anybody, no company, not even shares, no stake. I've not gotten any form of funding. I funded stock out from my pocket.
That's very interesting and quite impressive. I can't lie. He's not a big fan of saving. I personally, neither am I. Knowing how Nigeria's currency works presently, if you're going to save, save with the intention to invest.
Exactly.
Like he said, he saved because he had an intention to invest into his business.
That
I
was it.
advise you, please save in with the intention to invest or
And
in
saving dollars.
saving dollars. Honestly, because funding, you never know when you need the money until you need the money.
Exactly.
You need the
Exactly.
money. And this is not an encouragement to those people who do not know how to manage their money properly. We're not encouraging you
I'm
guys.
not encouraging you not to save, please. I'm not encouraging you not to save. I'm only saying from my perspective, I see no use because money is being made every single day. So if you're going to be saving this, oh that okay, one day I'm going to use, I don't just buy the idea. That's just it from my perspective. So yeah.
Or save in a high interest bank or piggy vest is there, Carwise is
Exactly.
there. Please. So your next question, please.
Okay, let's number three.
Number three. Before Style Cart, did you ever imagine you would run a business?
Yes, yes, I did. Okay, so while I was younger, I was just interested in making money. I mean, even currently, that's just what I'm all about. I'm all about, oh, how can I make money? Because sometimes I sit by myself and I think there are people who drive cars that are worth a company's net worth. I mean, it's insane. People drive cars that are worth a company's net worth. So why do I have to sit somewhere and stay broke and I complain about being broke, complain about not having money. So all of those thoughts that I had during my in my personal space, I created it together. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start something. I have to like drive and actually push myself because I actually need this money. You understand? I'm not going to lie, I'm not really from a very, very wealthy background. But then and still, all of that was part of the motivation to like start business, and that was why decided to go into the I decided to venture into doing business basically.
All right. I'm not going to assume that it's the Nigerian mentality, but I believe that there are factors in your life that encouraged you in some sort of way or gave you that silent push that said, okay, you can start a business and there is a possibility that you would succeed. Because there are a lot of people out there that have the idea to start a business, but then factors around them, maybe they don't have encouraging parents or they've never seen anybody in their family start a business and see it grow and see it be successful. So, do you think that there are factors in your life that, in some sort of maybe silently or maybe even clearly said, "Oh, you can start a business and you can start a business that will be successful"?
Well, personally, I'm going to say this. I feel like starting a business, anybody can start a business, and I already told myself that the thing about me is that once I tell myself something that I'm going to do it, I'm actually going to do it. If you tell yourself you're going to be successful in this line of business, you're actually going to be successful. Now, a lot of people look at it and weigh the pros and weigh the cons, but I don't do that. I don't, I don't look at the negative perspective of it. I just go into it directly with the agenda of, oh, this is going to come out successful. I don't give myself that negative. I don't listen to that negative side that says, "Oh, what if it does not work? What if?" And I feel like that's why a lot of people with good business ideas just crash along the way because they're always like, "Oh, what if it does not work? I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that." I'll personally advise all of you, if you want to start a business, just go directly into it. Don't think about don't think about, oh, it might not work. You need to understand that if in life everything is just about struggling, if you don't struggle, if there are no struggles, you're never going to come out at the top. You're never going to come out successful. So you just have to like always go through those struggles. Those struggles are part of life. And the moment you take these struggles as part of life, those factors as part of life, and like, oh shit, I have to do this, you're going to make it because you now take them as normal. So you're no more scared of them. So you know
Yeah.
how to now utilize them and perfect whatever you're doing. So yeah, that's just it.
I think that works for you because obviously I can interview somebody, I can talk to somebody that would say the exact opposite. Now, okay, I had this business idea and I had to be realistic. I had to be honest with myself and say, okay, if I were to wake up this morning and I have an idea to start selling customized phone pouches, I have to do a feasibility study that says, okay, who are my target audience? Would this work? Would this not work? But then for some reason, you having the hope, I think that's what I want to call it, hope that, okay, this idea that I have is going to work, and choosing not to see negative side has worked for you. And honestly, I feel like that would not work for me because as much as I am a big respecter of hope and being a very positive person, there is always room to there's always that part of you that goes, be realistic, divine, be realistic, be
You
realistic. Did you
don't
never have that part of you that said, okay, yes, I believe in my ability to be a successful entrepreneur, I believe in my target audience, I believe in my market, but let's be honest with ourselves, are you sure this is going to work?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I think that's what actually like makes people lose motivation. I think they call it a downward spiral.
Okay.
And you know, when there's a downward spiral, there's always an opposite. There's also the upward spiral.
Yeah.
The downward spiral is, oh, what if it does not work? What if I lose this? What if this money does not come?
Yeah.
Why not think towards the perspective of, oh,
Okay.
it's going to work. I'm going to make this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to become this. I'm going to do this. You see, the moment you start thinking positively, like your mind, whatever you program your mind to think of,
gonna do,
is
yeah.
what your mind is going to do. If you're beginning to open that outlet to like negative sides of life and the rest, it's always going to go very, very bad for you. So I'll advise you. I'm not really deep into this entrepreneurship level. I mean, I just started 2 years ago, but I've had experiences and I can tell for a fact that you need to always be positive. You need to not care. You need to not care about the people who talk.
Definitely.
People will talk. People will say all sorts. I mean, even till now, I have guys in my hostel that say like, they whine me, oh, see you, see you. They do it in a mocking kind of way, but like they don't know that they feel like it affects me, but it does not affect me.
Exactly.
I take it as a motivation. That's what I do. I just joke over it. I don't laugh. I don't get that. No, I do nothing. I just take it as a motivation to like, oh, do better. Because when I get there, they'll come back.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
understand? They'll come back. So yeah, always look at that upward spiral. Don't always follow the downward spiral. Don't always be positive. Don't be negative. Take away
Always be
negativity.
positive. Don't be
Don't be
negative.
negative.
Be realistic.
Don't be realistic.
Be
Be positive.
realistic. Okay, so I agree to disagree. I think one thing that I want to pick from what he has said is the power of your mind. Bible says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so he is." Your mind is literally the vehicle to everything you do in your life. Search your what you're consuming on a daily basis, and you would realize that that's what forms your habit, that's what forms your daily life.
Exactly.
You cannot be expecting to be successful from nowhere, and then your lifestyle is telling you you're going to be poor all your life, bro.
Exactly.
These are
That's
two
it.
very various, like very different things. So
Exactly.
just telling you guys, work on your mind. Okay, let's take a short break. Bye guys. Hi, welcome to the Everything Arena.
So ask me any question, because
Okay, my name is Fasharu Kayat, and this is
Macaulay Manuel.
he's the CEO of Stylecat, and we just want to have like a quick conversation. So what was your intention? Is it that you just slept and you just woke up and you just said, "Oh, let me just do Stylecat"? What was on your head before you just decided to do bring on Stylecat?
Money.
Money,
Yes. Money. I love money.
money,
Everyone that knows me knows I love money.
money.
Yes.
But
Money.
like, I feel there should be something else.
Something
You can't
else.
just wake up and just say, "Oh, I need money.
I
Let
was
me just
thinking-
let me
I was
just
thinking, I
bring."
was thinking of how I'm going to make money. Like
Okay.
good money. Like there's money and there's good money. It's good. So I was thinking of how I needed to make good money.
Good money.
Yes. So
Good.
I slept and I woke up and I thought to myself, my cousin has a startup. What can I do? What similar thing can I do like my cousins? And then Starcraft came into my head. The name was not. It was the actual name was not going to be Starcraft.
Starcraft,
It was
oh.
going to be like Flixa or something like that. But I'm like, you know what? I need to make it something short and
Yeah.
something short and simple,
Yeah.
something short and simple that people could like actually understand, and that's why I
Yeah.
named this style car. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
But yeah,
what made you choose me as your
uh,
VA? What made you choose
you are look at is very, she's very good. She knows how to
me?
calculate. She knows how
Yeah.
to suggest. She gives the best ideas. And so yeah, this is
Yeah,
the best for
please, you
you.
can choose me.
Eh,
As
God,
well. All right, we are back from a very brief break. I'm going to asking him his next question. All right, next question.
number two.
Pick something that is between 10 to 30.
Yeah, I will. I will. Okay,
Okay,
okay, okay, okay. Number 16.
thank you. 16. All right. This is crazy. What impact do you hope to make on yourself, on other students, or on the school community? That's deep.
Well, I've not been in Bells long enough. However, I have elder siblings that have been here, and from what I've heard, I'm not trying to downplay anybody or downplay any business. What I've heard is that the school always has restrictions for like some businesses, and from startups that people, some people that have had startups but they've graduated now because, and they didn't get to run because school didn't actually give them that level. What I aim to do is I aim to break that record. I want to break that record. I want to actually be one of the students that will come to this school and actually have a startup that will not just that will not just be big enough in this school, but be big enough like in the whole of Nigeria as a whole.
Okay.
I always aim to be different. I aim to do things differently. I aim to motivate other people, other entrepreneurs, other like-minded entrepreneurs like me in younger levels, higher levels, wherever they are in this school. I aim to motivate them to, if I could do it, they
You can
could
do
do
it
it too.
too.
You
Yeah.
understand? If I could break that record, you too can break that record. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's better than anybody. But everything is just about your mindset, how you play things, and how you want it to play out. Exactly. So
I think
that's it.
that's very nice. And as one has been in this school not too long, but I think long enough. Yes, I think there are certain restrictions that the school places on startups. But I think it's getting a lot better. Funny enough, it is getting a lot better, and I really hope that you get to achieve everything that you want to. Because um, people have ideas. Having an idea is not hard.
Exactly.
There are people that are working every day with ideas, but then the question is execution,
Executing
and
it.
then you execute it, and then the obstacles in your way, and then it comes back again to that power of your mind. How
Wow.
resilient are you
Wow.
to the obstacles that you would face as you start something? Because the world is full of ideators, but very few executors. So, our hope for you is to be an executor.
Exactly. I'd also want to say this to young entrepreneurs and young people that have startups like me. I'll advise you anytime you want to get into something like of this line, just once you plan, the moment you have this idea in your head, you have to pen it down. Because penning something down, and you always go back to it, you always remember, you always go over it. And the moment you pen it down, execute immediately. Do not take your time. Do not take your time to think, because that's how the devil works.
Yeah.
That little space you give yourself, that, oh, I have to think about this deeply,
Yeah,
that is where the devil
then
sleeps in, all
and
those
starts putting
altercations.
holes into your
And what
idea.
if it doesn't? Just the moment you get the idea, pen it down, gather your team. You should always have, one thing I've learned in this line is that you should always have people who are ready to work with you, people who have the same mindset as you. You have to have like-minded people too, because I'm not going to lie, a group of people working together to achieve a certain goal is actually better than one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's actually better than one. So you always have to have like-minded friends. If your friends are the type that are always that do not have ambitions,
Any aspiration for
exactly,
their
they have
life,
no
please.
aspirations for their life, please, you're making the biggest mistake of your life, because trust me, you're going to regret it.
Yeah, in the
So you
midst of
have,
five fools, they are one.
exactly, exactly. So you have to always be surrounded by people that are like-minded, and your friends should be for achieving goals. Your friends should be for
Yes.
making money, not just for. I'm not saying you can't have fun.
Yeah,
You can have
definitely.
fun, but your friends should know when it's time for fun and know when it's time to make money.
Business, exactly.
Exactly. So always execute your plans. Immediately you get it, execute.
Execute.
Don't think.
Don't think,
Don't think
truly,
where will I get
truly.
money. Don't, no.
Just
Just
start.
go straight. You're
Start.
going to get it eventually. So yeah.
I think it falls back to what Bible says, but write the vision down, make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision down, guys. I'm not even capping. For someone who, okay, now a bit of story for myself now. I know the focus here, but then 2023, I believe, 2024, excuse me, last year, I had this idea to host a creatives hangout. And very few people know about it because it was a very small gathering. And I did JUPEP. So I resumed in November. The hangouts held in February. Started planning in January. So mind you, I was only in the school for less than 3 months.
Okay.
I didn't know a lot of people.
Exactly.
And what do you mean I should host a creative hangout? I didn't know anybody. I knew like almost only three creatives in school. And being a creative in Belfast wasn't really a big thing back then. It's not that oh, we have content creators, we have this, we have that. And then it made no sense to anybody. It was stupid. It made no zero sense. But I held the hangout and it was so good and I felt so good about it. But then not just stopping there because I was able to execute one idea. Another
You have to
idea
go
came.
for others.
Another idea came. If you don't execute the first idea you have now, new ones won't come. New ones won't come. So just keep birthing. They may not all succeed.
It
They will-
doesn't. I feel like they think it doesn't matter your level. I'm like I said, I'm in 200 level. I just got into the school. I wasn't in Bells. I've not been in Bells for so long. I'm just here. I've just been here for like a year, and I already planned this thing. I already started it out. My main motivation was my cousin. My cousin owns a food delivery platform on campus here. So when I got to discuss with him, I felt like oh, he was telling me things about oh this startup, this, showed me his revenue, showed me how we did this, and I'm like, you know what, I should actually start something like this. So it doesn't matter whether you're in 100 level, whether you're in 200 level, it doesn't matter your level. You
Yeah.
can do anything. Don't downplay yourself. Your level does not matter.
It doesn't
Your
matter.
level doesn't matter. The way you see yourself in front of people is the way they will address you.
Exactly.
If you see yourself as a commoner, if you see yourself as a minor, you're going to be placed as a minor. Do you understand? So always learn to work on yourself. Always learn to make sure you're on the right path. Make sure that you're doing something. Do exceedingly well. Do something that people your age are not doing. You need to always focus on that. I don't want to talk too much. So let's just go ahead.
Okay, now I think you saying that you had a cousin who had
Start off.
exactly that answers my second question when I was talking about the factors in your life
Yeah.
that gave you that push. I think he was the one unconsciously. Are you aware of that?
Unconsciously, yeah, I think yeah.
Because having somebody that is doing what you want to do makes it so much easier, which goes back into mentorship.
Exactly.
Social media is not for just scrolling, guys. Social media is for you to find people who are doing what you want to do or do something close to what you're doing. Social media is even far. There are people in school that are doing really, really big
Well.
things. I'm not even lying to you. People in school are doing really big things, and this may be a shade, and I may be wrong, but I'm going to say it nonetheless. Introverts will not rule the world.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you
Introverts
very
will
much.
not rule the world. Yes, you may be naturally introverted, but then if you want to succeed, leave your hostel. Like,
You have
attend
to
social
you have to leave your
gatherings.
comfort zone. You have to be out of your comfort
bro,
zone.
leave
Leave your
it.
comfort
I mean,
zone.
maybe you're fine being broke, or you're fine. Maybe your parents taking care of you. You're fine with your life. No problem.
I'm not. There's nothing
There's
against
there's
that.
no
There's
shade.
actually nothing against that.
There's no shade. But like, if you feel like you want to do something really big, then I'm telling you, take advantage of the time that you do have. Please do. And for our final question, pick a number.
Number 29.
29. Okay. All right. One thing you're currently trying to unlearn.
One thing I'm trying to unlearn. Fully spending. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm a student, but like fully spending. I spend on irrelevant things that do not matter. Although I know it's going to affect me, but I just do it. I don't know why. I just do it like
Okay.
how do I place it? Okay, let's not go towards that direction. But fully spending, I just want to unlearn fully spending. That's just it.
All right. All right. Goes back to your mind. What are the threads that are in your mind are telling you, okay, spend.
Uh, okay, majorly. It's just no. You know what? Let's keep that. Let's keep that.
So in-house secrets. Let's not put it out there. Okay. All right. I feel like we've said so much. Like we've said a lot of things, and for someone who already has a startup in those style cards, you guys should please check it out.
Check it out. It's on the website currently. Well, we have the application undergoing some minor fixes, bug fixes. Should be available most likely next year. But yeah, you can check it out on the web. Starcard Nigeria. We're active. We've got anything you want. Your favorite student vendors are there. Likes of Essentials, Baby Rays Hot, Amaspeaks, they're all there. So you can shop from them, shop whatever you need. They're all there for you. So we're trusted and we're reliable. Don't worry. Any problems, anything you have, you can reach out to our customer care or our support line and we'll be glad to help you with it.
They're active, guys.
We're
They're very
active. We're active. We're active.
active.
Go and shop now. Go and shop now. We're active.
Thank you so much for your time
Thank you
and
very
for
much.
sharing everything you've learned along the way. I just want to put a bit of a pitch out there. I've seen all of your stickers everywhere. I'm not even capping. For someone that is not very attentive to minor details, I think I really respect that because I don't think I saw a lot of the flyers online.
Yeah.
For someone that did not see that, your stickers are everywhere. I'm actually looking at one right now. I'm not even I'm literally looking at one right now. And I want to ask, what motivated, like, what's your marketing team like?
No, they're the best. They're the best. That I can say.
I think you've seen level and see you on
And,
higher levels, so don't worry.
I actually want to give a shout out to somebody. I want to give a shout out to Tova. Tova, he did well for me. I'm not going to lie. Tova did really well for me. And I'm going to give a shout out to Rukayat. She's here with me. I don't know if she can come here, but she's here with me. Give a special shout out to Rukayat and Boda Opa. Special shout out to Boda Opa. These guys really work for me, and to the rest of my marketing team, Ehiz, Gerald, Toby, and the likes. I want to give a special shout out. They're all in my level. Most of my marketing team,
That's very
they're all in my
interesting.
level. So I want to give a special shout out to them. Diago and the rest of them. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of their efforts, and most especially my designer, Gospel Peter. So
Okay.
if he's going to watch this, and if I don't call his name, it's actually going to be a very big problem. But big shout out to Gospel.
Shout out to you, Gospa.
Shout out to Gospel.
All right.
So that's
Community is
it.
important, guys. Community is so important. Thank you so much for joining us on this segment
So
of the Everything
remember,
Arena.
always be positive. You can do anything. It does not matter. Don't think about it. Just put it down and start. The moment you start, you begin to get ideas. Oh, how do I get the money? You can do that.
You can do
but
it.
do not let that weigh you down. You don't have time. There's no time. Money must be made.
Be
All right.
positively realistic.
Don't be realistic. Be positive. Don't mind how there's a downward spiral and there's an upward spiral. Always follow
Always
that
go.
upward spiral. Exactly. Be positive. Don't be realistic.
Choose your choose your friends. Choose your friends.
Yeah,
Choose
choose
your
the right
friends.
circle. Very
Choose your
much
friends.
important. Choose the right circle.
Save to invest.
Exactly.
Do not save.
Do not save to further to help your life. Save to invest.
Save to
Don't
invest,
further your
please.
life.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much.
having me. I appreciate
Anytime,
it.
anytime. Bye, guys.